Hey, good morning, folks. This is Michael Carr. I am President, Founder, CEO of Michael Carr and Associates, and we have the confidence of over 74,000 residential transactions. I've started this video series last week. I'm also the COO of BrandFace, which you're familiar with, and I was a client first before I actually became a partner into the company. And the reason I'm sharing these things is to give y'all an idea of the best way to get a foot forward and moving along in your real estate career. So even if you are a veteran of real estate, or if you're returning to real estate, or you're brand new at real estate, I hope that you find some information very valuable that I'm sharing with you today. A lot of the stuff that I've been talking about is from the book Commit to Get Leads, a 60-day challenge, which was written by a nice lady named Karen Briscoe out of McLean, Virginia, Falls Church area, Virginia, outside of DC. And super nice lady, been in business for a long time. So, we're just sort of following her outline, and I encourage you to buy her book or to connect with her if you want some more information about how she operates and has operated her brokerage for many years. Last week, I told you that we were going to be talking about the database and how the database is your bank. We're going to continue talking about that today. Okay, so what database is important, folks, and like you see a lot, if you know real estate, you've been around real estate, you're seeing every sparkly, shiny thing here and there, and this is the best way, and forget this one, and remember this one, and if you want to make 100,000, this is how you do it. Let me tell you something. The best way to make $100,000 in real estate is to work 24/7. Like you can get there even if you didn't use any of those tools that claim this is the best way to do it. Doing it is everything, right? Okay, so the reason I tell you that is it not that some platforms aren't valuable to you, because they are. BrandFace is actually very valuable to you because it's the first thing you should do, which is identify who you are and why you do it. But what I'm getting at here when I say this is if you have Excel and you can pull up an Excel sheet, you've got all the CRM you will ever need to build the biggest, richest database that you literally could ever have or need, okay? Listen, I used to be a senior vice president of brokerage for the largest real estate auction company in the world, okay? For 2 decades, that company only ran off of an Excel sheet. Can you believe that? Let that sink in for just a minute. A company spending tens of millions of dollars a year in advertising on TV alone, and they ran the whole company off of an Excel sheet. Database does not mean top producer or Wise or any of those platforms. There's a million contractually, there's a million of them. Not where the value is, folks. The value is in doing it. The value is in putting the names on there. So what does it look like? Because we want to move through this quickly. If you're at the grocery store and you run into somebody and you strike up a conversation, and then they find out you're in real estate, you ask them for their contact information. You see if they know anybody. You be at the ready with an elevator pitch, so you can say, this is what I do. Inevitably, somebody's going to ask you what you do. That's just natural born conversation. When you're learning languages, one of the first things they teach is conversational. And one of the first questions they ask you is, what do you do for a living? It's just common denominator. And when they do, you need to be ready to say real estate. And then when they follow up in any way, shape, or form, you need to be ready to capture that contact information. And then you need to put that in an Excel sheet or any of the other platforms if you want to use them. But then that's the key to the success, is using them. Put it in there. Put in the notes of what you talked about. And then the second part of that, which is really good, the lead domino, which gets into like the 4th chapter, 5th chapter, what she talks about. The lead domino is going to happen when you start to do that and you start following up. And you systematically, from your Excel sheet or something more, ethereal, another platform that is more ethereal, you're going to start doing your follow up and follow through. If you do your database first and you see it as your bank account, and then you do your follow-up, that's the interest that your bank account is gaining every month. Then you're going to get to investing in your clients, okay? That's where your real growth is going to come. Once you've written them down in your database, once you've started your follow-through and follow-up of where they are, because not everybody's here to buy today. They may be a month from now, they may be a year from now, they may be a decade from now, but they're still most likely going to be doing some real estate, and they need to remember you. So you're doing your follow through and you're getting your interest money. And then when you invest in your clients, because you're beginning to learn who they are, you know their children, yeah, you know their hopes, their dreams, you're building a relationship. And when you build that relationship with people and you continually reach out to them with your handwritten cards and your follow through, then that is where you're going to begin to see your bank account double and triple and grow like that. Okay. Very easy, folks. But if you neglect it, it's not going to work for you. Listen, we hope that you have a prosperous week. I'm going to hush now and let you guys get started. I hope you watch this. I hope you find value in it. Remember that prosperity favors the bold, folks. So we say at Brand Face, be bold, especially with your real estate brand. Good luck today. Hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.